Smart way since
No. What are you doing?
Are you leaving Bayern? Or are you fucking leaving?
He didn't even finish his sentence. Will be there, Trent. Real.
Characters.
He ran out of characters,
I've been here for about how many seasons now? 3 seasons. And
Rams will kidnap the ball boy, and Rams will be the guy who like, the champions. Wait. Aren't you a bit old to?
This is one of my favorite moments on this stream. When they found a way to write a bigger message on the name.
Sufum. Do you know what that stands for?
What the fuck are you saying, man?
Sufum. Do you know what that stands for? Sufum.
What?
Should friendlies matter?
Oh my god.
Sufum.
HH.
Sufum.
You've conceded.
No. Should friendlies matter?
You've conceded 8 goals in 2 games.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna talk about very briefly. So let's switch on the show. Chelsea City, very briefly. Should friendlies matter? Should I be worried with regards to the amount of goals that we're conceding? And we're gonna talk about transfer. We're gonna do it like an all-foul swoop. Olmo to Barca, Osimhen to Chelsea is almost done. How do we ship Gallagher first-class tickets by EasyJet to Spain? Once you do that transfers, we're going to have a little Ballon d'Or discussion, and that'll round off our little Saturday hangout. But really, guys, I'm still on semi-holiday. This is still semi-holiday, but I thought, you know what, let me just give some guys a bit of content crack, because I think things really start next week with that bomb-ass Charity Shield that no one cares about between United and City. So, but guys, know what it is. Guys, like the video, subscribe if you're new. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. I'm enjoying resting, sleeping, and doing that thing and everything. Remember, guys, if there's anything you want to add, feel free. Oh, shut up, you prick. If there's anything you want to add, just feel free to send it. Remember, guys, your super chats and your Dubinsky's help to keep this channel growing, alive, well, and fed. So, I asked the question, and Elijah, I might actually come first to you. Actually, no, I'm going to come first to Kenny, actually. So, Kenny, is your mic working there, Kenny?
whoa.
Kenny, is your mic working? All right, I don't think
it is. Yeah, it's working.
Okay, good, Kenny. So we 4-2, 2-2 against Wrexham, and a 4-piece Celtic. So Kenny, I'm in 2 minds. One mind says it's a friendly. Who cares? This is by experimentation. See what things work. You can't put any real thing on games that literally mean nothing. That's on one hand. But Kenny, on the other hand, I'm like, the football being played, I'm not too sure. This passing from the back, I'm not sure, because maybe these guys will learn, they'll say what's up, and then they'll be able to like, okay, let's not ride. But what worries me is that Club America is Club America. I didn't even know Club America exists. I thought that was like a freaking resort owned by Trump. I thought Club America was a hotel owned by Trump. That's what I thought Club America was. I didn't know it was actually a football club. But against actual football teams, not sponsored by Donald J. Trump, we've either drawn, lost, or looked up and outplayed. So, Kenny, how worried are you? How worried are you by this preseason so far?
Honestly, I'm not really worried because is these guys were his first 3 weeks with the team.
So you're Maresca
not-
in basically. So you're Maresca in.
Nah. That's I'm not Barca in, but it's the pro manager, so I ain't got no choice but to back him. That's why at first the Pochettino thing, I wanted the thing. I would have liked Pochettino out, but I always knew the type of manager they were gonna bring after him. That's why I was like, you can, I would like him out, but I know these guys. You already see the type of players they're getting. Are you surprised that they're getting players with no experience, young players? I'm not surprised they got a coach with no experience, young players. A coach with no experience as well. So now, obviously, this is his first big job now, and now he has his.
So basically you trust him. So do you trust him?
How can I trust him? I can't. No, he hasn't shown me anything that I can trust him. How can you trust someone that, let's be real, his big break was at Leicester in the Championship, and before that, he got sacked from Parma Serie B, and he's another Pep sideman. So I can't trust him.
Breaking news: United is losing
I'm
right
sorry, and
Thank you.
he has his way of playing, and for me, the thing is that I don't trust these defenders. I ain't gonna lie, Tosin is the Nigerian Bajesho. Like this guy on the ball.
Okay, you really have to go there.
I'm sorry, this guy on the ball. This guy is a shaky warrior as well, and that's the thing that I'm scared. With the way he wants to play, I don't trust none of them defenders. I don't trust Bajesho. I don't trust Disasi, and Tosin. Like I said, he's looking like a Nigerian Bajesho. These guys, like, they're looking awkward on the ball. I'm sorry, they're looking very awkward. You have Sanchez.
So you don't think that they can learn, like, within a few weeks, few months, they can learn to be better on the ball and learn how to play this total football that America wants them to play?
The thing is that, depending on the games, you see, like against Club America, when you're not going to be put under pressure, maybe you can get away with it. But once you're going to play against teams like Man City, Liverpool, or Arsenal that are going to put you under pressure, you're gonna see mistakes. Like what happened against Celtic. If a team's put a little bit on pressure on these guys are gonna get mistakes. They're gonna do the mistakes are gonna happen. The goal that happened today, the penalty, and even the second one, we're gonna see that goal during the season. You can put your money on it. Something like, at least 2-3 times you're gonna see these type of goals that are gonna happen. With the way we're playing and with these players, like those mistakes, they're just gonna happen. So obviously, it's gonna be growing pains. Hopefully, that they can learn with their mistakes. But like I said, I don't know. And these defenders, I don't trust them. Already, defense was an issue last season. We considered like way too many goals, and now you replace Thiago Silva with Tosin. I'm sorry. These defenders, they're not ready. There's no in that defense.
So you don't see a scenario where keep the faith, like Michael Joseph Jackson would say, keep the faith, keep it going, and maybe they will learn. Or you just don't believe that they'll ever learn to be competent on the ball. I think Kenny. Where is he? Oh, he's there. Kenny. So you don't think that these guys can learn to be competent on the ball? That's if they just learn more and more and more and more. Because see, Kenny, I'm with you. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I'm with you. I feel that these guys clearly are not comfortable playing out from the back. And these guys need to just get rid, keep it simple. But Sheila, Levi Colwell, these guys are not freaking John Stones or any of this, or like freaking Maldini or like Rio. But you don't think that they can learn if Maresca keeps on training them?
Yeah, maybe. But that's like the thing is, I don't know. It can be, maybe they can become decent and at least reduce the mistakes. But they're not going to be they're not going to be like no John Stone or no like Varjos or guys like that. Like none of them are like, the only guy that maybe has a little bit of potential is Cole on the ball. But as a defender, I think the guy's trash. But on the ball is probably the best of a bad bunch. Like I'm sorry, Bajesho, Sassi, and Tosin, like on the ball, like for me, there's no saving. There's no saving.
So Ricardo, how worried should the club be if preseason things don't look swell?
We gotta take into the circumstance. You have a new manager.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Whether it's a better manager or not is a different
You
question.
know,
but it's
a new manager. I know, yeah, new manager. Sure.
The club is going through right now a couple of race relations. So that's also another layer that you have to.
We didn't pull any
challenge.
levers. We haven't pulled any levers.
I said race relations.
And I said we didn't pull any levers. That's why I said we didn't pull any levers.
Okay.
So,
Anyways, hopefully Enzo
how's
made up with-
Rafinha? Good.
Yeah, he's good. He's not getting racially abused by his teammates.
Okay,
but,
cool. So are they putting Ansu Fati's legs back together using like osmosis or like robotics or something?
He's better
Like,
than his
are
left
you using
winger,
nanotechnology to get put his leg back together?
Would you take Ansu Fati or Mudryk?
Yes.
Like, anyways, that's what I thought. If preseason doesn't really mean much, if we're being honest, you're testing a whole bunch of things. You're testing young players, giving them time. Maybe the manager has doubts about certain players that were last season starters, and new players who maybe can shine under them. I mean, obviously, when you concede 4 goals in like 3 separate games, like two of the 3, it's a bit worrying and concerning.
Yeah, we drew to Deadpool FC. We drew to Ryan Reynolds 2-2. Yes.
Yeah, so I can see the area of concern, but preseason is just preseason in my opinion.
So basically, you think that if you were advising me, Kenny and Guled, we should have faith in Maresca, give him a chance for next season, give him a chance to look. Ignore this.
What are your expectations?
Title minimum top 3.
Well, then you should be worried.
Title? Which kind of title? The championship title.
Karabuki.
Elijah,
From Conference League title.
So Ricardo, you said I shouldn't expect top 3.
I would, if I'm a Chelsea fan, if I get top 6, I'm happy.
What?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Well, how? Top 6?
Do a poll. If you were a Chelsea fan, what's your expectation?
Ricardo, I'm a 2-time UCL winner. What are you talking about?
That
top
doesn't
6?
mean anything. Aston Villa won the European title.
Aston Villa have never won the
Champions.
They've never won the Champions League.
No, I said European title. I said
They've
European
never won
title.
the.
I have a question.
Bro, Nottingham Forest have won the European Cup. Who cares about Bournemouth's trophy? Champions League, that's a real trophy.
It's the same trophy, AJ.
No, it's not.
It's the same trophy. It's just a
I'm
different
sorry.
format.
I don't want any trophy that Nottingham Forest has won. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay.
So if I ask you how much Champions Leagues does or European titles does Real Madrid have, what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say Guled. How are you feeling of this preseason so far?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, big up to everyone, man. Long time. Big up, HH.
Yes, sir.
Man. Being a Chelsea fan, this is our story nowadays. So, all I can say right now is with this Maresca guy, I heard that he's very stubborn with his way of playing. He doesn't want to change his style of play. He doesn't want to change his tactics. He sticks to it. And ironically, yesterday, well, I would say this morning, when Guardiola had his press conference, he said if you want to become a great manager, you have to stick to your ideas, even if you fail. And Maresca showed it when he was in Leicester that he is not willing to change anything in terms of his system. This is why most of Leicester fans had issues with him, even though they were at one point about to literally run away with the league, and then they started falling off. And he didn't decide to change anything whatsoever. So the only thing I can say, there is positives in the way we're playing. At least we're thinking about our passes more comparing to last season, when everything seemed to be. I thought Pochettino wanted to play a counter attack, but it wasn't even counter attack. It was just too many misplaced passes and misplaced chances. So I can see that there is some sort of a pattern, but I think it's going to take.
And also, but you know what my worry is? Insult Pochettino once, and I was the biggest insulter of him. I really do believe that Pep Guardiola is going to love to play Chelsea now, because with Poch and with Tuchel and Poch counteracted Pep's philosophy and tactics, but the way that Chelsea are playing with inferior players, they're going to play right into Pep's hands, completely playing right into his hands.
Even let's say we live in a different universe where even Maresca decides to change his mind. Pep already knows what he's going to do. Because literally, I don't know why Maresca doesn't want to accept the fact that he is Diet Pep. They already called him Diet Pep. So I don't know, AJ, but I think if we can do well, against other teams, I think
So are you behind Maresca though? Do you have faith in him? How much is your faith in Maresca ahead of the new season?
to be honest with you, HH, we have to give him time. We have to give him at least until Christmas, for me, because realistically, I remember let's even take it further and say when Pep came to Man City, for Pep's philosophy to actually be stamped on with Man City, it took him at least 6 to 7 months. Pep didn't start hitting the ground running, and players that we have, the only saving grace, I think, is the fact that they're young, which means they're malleable to new systems and new ideas, comparing to older players that are stuck, in their ways. So I think if you give him until Christmas, it will be fair. But at the beginning of the season, I wouldn't expect to start hitting the ground running, to be honest.
Okay, so let me
Hello?
because
Sorry, I just wanted to go.
oh, go for it. Go
I was
for it.
gonna
Go
s-
for it.
I was gonna say,
Do you have a smoothie as your AVI?
Defining
yes, I'm from Canada, so Tim Hortons is my thing.
Yeah, shout out to you, buddy.
Um,
Tomorrow.
Wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout out
Hold
to
on.
Mortons, man. Shout out
Okay,
to
hold on.
Mortons.
Okay, let's just pause.
Canadian greatness, man.
So you're saying that the national drink of Canada is a smoothie?
No, you
What?
dumbass. Oh,
No, what are you
Yes,
talking about?
yes, I am.
So
This
this
is
is
the
Canada's
national
national
drink,
drink.
This is the
Yeah.
Canada's
No.
McDonald's.
This and maple syrup.
Yeah.
We ride polar bears and live in
Wait,
Italy.
okay, so Canada
Wait.
invented maple syrup?
The natives did. And we took it.
All right.
But
Okay. Go.
wait until we learn we got maple candy where we put it in ice and then we eat it. But that's another story for another day.
Wait.
Um,
Who created maple syrup? Who came up with maple syrup?
I believe it was the natives.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, shout out indigenous.
Okay, Ricardo, stop. Okay,
No, we love
go for it.
I was gonna
Maybe-
quickly say,
Maybe not the government.
Chelsea are in for a long haul as they're doing like an intensive version of the Arsenal project for some reason. Like you need to they're trying to have their own style of play, a manager that's very Pep-esque, so they can have stuff to play in the backup from. And most Chelsea fans, I'd say, like you have hope, don't want to do it because you want to win trophies, top 3, you want to constantly be the Real Madrid of England or something like that. But I don't think if it doesn't like you don't get like top 4 or play well, let's say you get top 7 at most. 'Cause that's why I think it's a good season for me.
Mm.
There's gonna be some backlash, and Chelsea, the board are gonna have to like either stand on this, like give them like minimum like 2 to 3 years to build a team. Because if you just destroy it after a year, or as manager at least, you're gonna be stuck in a perpetual cycle.
But what if
Because
we're 15th? Should we still trust the process if we come 15th or 13th?
to be fair, if it's 15th, that's a bad season. Anything out of top 7 is a bad season for me. As long as you have some sort of European football, like even if it's fucking conference, I know it's horrible, but even if you get that, I think it's a successful season because everyone else almost has a defined manager, style of play, people he trusts, a way they play, all that stuff. You are just starting. In preseason, you can see players don't know what to do. It's very complex. Most people can play out of the back 4. Bad issue, making mistakes all over the place. It's going to build slowly. Preseason is just there to build fitness and get the ideas down. Now, the important thing where it matters is the 10 first games of the season. If you're still terrible after that, if you're still playing the same football as you are playing in preseason, then yeah, it's gonna be a long season for y'all. Like,
Look, I mean, all I'm saying is that all I can do is hope and pray for the best. That's what we can do is hope and pray for the. Let me quickly
if
get
I were
some
you,
discussion.
I'd make sure to have a bottle with you every time you watch a game for the next 10 games.
Well,
just make sure.
Well, we'll get to the transfer section. If we get a certain striker, I think everyone should be very
That
afraid.
is true. I
But we'll
agree.
get
I
there.
agree.
We'll get there. Shout out your boy Wink. Many mistakes. You look like a black Maresca Lavi. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Shout out to that.
Yeah, just
Yeah, no, move.
Yeah.
15 UCLs. Oh, he means me. Okay, so Classical is suspended due to thunder. Wait, have you guys played Mario Kart?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when I saw that, you know that thing that you press that is that the one that makes you go really fast?
The turbos.
Yeah, that symbol, like the turbo symbol, yeah, reminds you of that thing. I don't know. MetLife hosts the World Cup 2026 final. Why take that chance? Host the final in LA, Dallas, Liverpool, or ATL estates of the
Liverpool
Outdoor.
or Vegas. Oh my god.
Vegas.
That's
Las Vegas.
Vegas.
Wait. So Vegas has a stadium?
Vegas. HH, what? Vegas has a beautiful stadium.
Okay. So why was MetLife chosen? Is it because of New York tax or something?
No, it's because of timing. It's because of timing. Because a final.
Oh yeah, East Coast. Yeah.
Not only that, but they have a
Can I
history
just
of
say-
hosting finals as
go ahead.
well.
Yeah, and they have a history of hosting finals.
Maple syrup. You were saying something?
Sorry, yeah, I just wanted
That
to say,
is
as a
racist.
man who lives in the capital and is having a World Cup and now having a game in his city in the capital of the country, you guys are lucky. Okay, how do you live in the epicenter of a country and have no World Cup games?
To be
I have to
fair,
travel 6 hours just to watch
Ottawa's
one.
ass. Ottawa's ass, to be honest.
Wait. Why? Where do you live? Gone P.
Ottawa, the
Oh.
capital of Canada.
Oh, wow. Wait. Do they have any World Cup games or no?
No.
Nope, not a single one.
Wow.
Games.
Shout out to Ifman, member for 50 months. Journalist asked Pep about Maresca being called. You're lying.
Shout out to Diet Pep, man.
You're lying. Wait,
No, they did. They
is
actually did.
That's crazy.
Kenny, that's a lie. Kenny, no.
No, they did.
Where's Kenny?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
No,
my
that-
god!
Tell me he
that-
didn't respond.
You know some
He didn't
journalists deserve to get punched in the face.
No. If you should be sacked. If you are a professional journalist and you take stuff from the dirty alleyways of Twitter onto a professional thing, you should be sacked. Like,
I ain't
gonna lie.
wait. So someone really asked him that Maresca's been called Dad's. What?
Yeah. I think he said something about maybe. I think it's the beard or something.
Somebody said Pep
Yeah, he said
Zero.
it's old head is a bitch.
Who said Pep?
Someone mentioned
Who said Pep Zero? Who said Pep Zero? Hold on.
No, it's crazy.
Whoever said Pep Zero is a messed up man. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, look. Look. So look. I can't. I'm just fair. Teams can't find strikers yet. Inter have 3: Lautaro, Thuram, Termi for free. Some of these teams jeopardize themselves when it comes to signings. Oh no, look, I told you. Let strikers live. I dare Chelsea to go into next season not sending a striker. I mean, we're going to get to our transfers. I dare you not send a striker because
You have 2 strikers, though. You have 2
no,
strikers.
we
though.
don't. No, we don't.
Jackson and Boya. Shout out.
No, they don't have
And you have
strikers.
the Giu guy from Barca as well.
No, we don't. Juve wants
Yui.
Chelsea. Sorry, Juve wants Chiesa sold out. Because Inter have already let Chiesa know that if he stays, they will get him free next season. Barca, Chelsea need to move. Wait, hold on. First of all, Barca. Wait.
They
Those
don't
guys
want
are
Chiesa,
poor.
man.
So at the end of the day, there's only one guy that can say what's up. Make it happen. Let's make it
Didn't
happen,
a
man.
poor Barca dunk on you to get
Let's
Jules
make it
Koundé?
happen. Let's make it happen.
I'm sorry.
And what did they win the UCL? Did they win the UCL also? Did they win the UCL?
Did you win the UCL?
Yeah,
I'm just fair. The Premier League is now Pep's servants who used to
ass
wipe
man.
his ass trying to compete against him. They're bringing nothing new with worse players. It's over. You know, as I was watching that game, I know it was a friendly, it's not really real, but I'm like, the guy that beat Pep to the title was the guy who had a drastically different philosophy towards him. So now, Elijah, is Amber Rose's philosophy similar to Pep's?
I have no idea, HH. I told you I'm taking the year off. I'm an MLS fan this season. I'll be popping
So my thing is
around.
that if Amber Rose doesn't have a drastically different philosophy, guys, what's the point in
No,
this season?
it's really so
Because it's really just Pep and his Padawans, and Pep constantly dunks on his Padawans.
it's for me. I think Slot's idea is kill him with passes.
Jesus. All right.
Well,
Miguel Rabines. There's great potential with this system and the players we have. In modern football, you must have a style and stand by it. I liked a lot of what I saw.
Hey, shout out Miguel Rapines, man.
No, Martin Rosario, we were in the Discord. It's 4, and I think the 4th goal goes, and Rosario texts me. He goes, "Bro, these guys, City's running a train."
Okay, you know what? All right, let's just know. That's why I'm Rosario needs to just chill. Miguel, all I'll say is I wasn't excited by what I saw. Nice pass moves here and there, but Miguel, you have to be real. Now, it's the beauty is it's a friendly. But as Kenny said, the players look uncomfortable with this style of play. It looks as if these guys have a lot to learn. And if what Kenny says is true, I think it was Gulu who said that this guy is very stubborn, it's going to be an interesting season. Because if this guy isn't willing to change or find some middle ground, which means that these players have to learn how to play from the back, one touch, pass and move, it's going to be a very interesting season.
I know he's stubborn. Yeah, we're gonna live and die by this formation and this way of playing. Like that. Yeah, this guy ain't changing this way of playing.
You see, guys, this is just wing. Shout out to Abris. Okay. All right.
Wow.
So we're moving on. So shout out to HH giving Hawk tour to Umpampas. HH, I wasn't aware of your mouth game.
I'll move on.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, this is just. Okay. But just side note, how are you famous for that? I've seen this lady get interviewed by Bill Maher for that. I mean, it just shows that we have failed as a society.
He wanted treatment, man.
I don't even know what.
But you know that she was offered movie roles. She actually rejected the movie roles. She's been offered movie roles.
No, all I'm saying is equally even, because this is crazy. You just have to say one crazy stuff.
No, let's face it. We have failed as a society. We have failed.
If I was a father, I'm on suicide watch.
Well, that's right. If what?
If I was her father, I'm on suicide
but
watch.
if we be in the rule, she could have done like I'm surprised she doesn't have like OF already. Like she could have made bank.
But no. But the thing about this is that it's obvious that she is just basically the fact that she's not accepted any movie roles, she's not gone into OF, shows that she's just like, okay, fine, I'm just like that. But here's the thing though, you can so milk this, because let's be real. I'm shocked that you've even lasted this long in terms of how popular the whole thing is. I'm like, what really? You're famous for that? As also, do we know who her father is? Has her father said anything?
Does she even have one?
Apparently, there's a documentary about her grandmother.
Okay, let's keep going.
Wait, her
So okay, no. So Barry, is the mic working there? Sorry.
Generational wealth, man.
Sorry, 87. Focus, Barry. 87 is the mic working. 87.
Can I speak after Barry?
Yeah. So 87. So what's? Oh no, wait. So no, we're not talking transfers now. So 87 is Olmo gonna outscore Mbappe next season if you get him?
I mean, personally, I don't even really want Olmo, to be honest with you.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Hold up. So you are happy to go into next season not having Olmo?
No, I mean, like, I see. The thing is, Olmo is a good player. It's just I think 60 million is a bit too much. I don't think he's really worth 60 million. In my opinion.
Oh, okay. So that means you have to pay the 60 for the release clause.
Yeah, I think 60 is probably the cheapest we're gonna have to pay. And I just feel like I just don't really feel like I feel like I know he had a great Euros and everything, but we all know international club is very different, you know.
He's pretty good for Leipzig as well. I mean, not great, but he's pretty good as well. But I mean, no, look. So can Barca afford to get both Olmo or Nico, or they can only get one?
I think it's only one. I don't think we're gonna get both. I don't think there's any way we can get both. And to be honest, I don't think we're gonna get Nico Williams. I think Nico Williams I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay because Bilbao players rarely leave.
Because he's what? Is that 58, 55? Nico Williams? Is it 58 or 55?
Yeah. 58, and he wants a pay rise as well.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So your stance is 60 mil is too much for Olmo. That you'd rather use that on something else.
Yeah, I'd rather get a defensive midfielder. I feel like that's something that I don't know why Barca haven't prioritized at all this summer.
Well, last thing I heard, shout out to boy Matty B, Romeo has been shipped off back to Girona. So
yeah,
that's
good
news. That's good news.
Unfortunately, it's a loan though, which I wish it was permanent. But
oh wow. Okay, so what's it called, Barry Olmo? Do you agree with 87 that 60 mil is too much for a tournament merchant?
Yeah, because I think he's a good player. If we had him for like a lesser price, I wouldn't deny it. But yeah, when you look at the price, and my thing is that I just want a left winger that's a bit more dynamic. Like the Nico Williams profile is the perfect type for our team. But I mean, Olmo could play that position, but he's not as dynamic, so it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit what I would think.
Okay, so basically, if let's say it was Nico Williams and Olmo, you'd go all the way for Nico Williams if Nico Williams was on the table.
Yes, that's my number one choice for like what left wing. Obviously, like the DM is a priority, but you know, if we cannot get that, we're gonna have to rely on La Masia. Like Mark Casado could be a replacement for the season, and you could just use Nico Williams, but Nico's staying, so yeah, we're gonna go for a DM, and if we can't find a DM in the market, we're gonna go to La Masia and find our resources. But just one thing before you, because the thing is, obviously, we don't have the spending power of Real Madrid or a big English club, so don't expect to see like a big transfer fee or transfer moves from Barcelona. It's gonna be more academy based,
Okay, so Nico Williams, has he made his decision yet?
Not officially.
Well, yeah, not officially, but from what we're hearing, he's staying.
Yeah, I feel like he would have joined by now. I feel like he would have came by now.
True. I'm just saying, like, look, just come out and say yes. Is it Sekeda or whatever? Just say I'm staying. So Ricardo, then comes to you. It is so Ricardo. So Olmo, too much money, especially if Nico Williams isn't on the table.
Yeah. Regardless if we get Nico Williams or not, I don't know why the fuck this club is looking at Dani Olmo, if I'm being honest. I mean, we already have like players that can give what he brings. If anything, what's going to annoy me more is it's going to take time off Fermin Lopez, who has been pretty exceptional last season. So it makes no sense to get Dani Olmo. Not only that, but this guy's as injured as Pedri, so I don't understand what the fuck's the point of spending 60 million on a player just to get injured. I guess when you have like a player like Pedri who plays half a season, you can get another player that plays the other half of the season. It doesn't make much of a difference. But there's no reason for us to really get Olmo. But
okay, how about what if no, I don't know whether this is true. What if Flick is like, no, for what I want to do, I specifically want him and his importance for how I want to play. Do you then go all in, or do you like, no, Flick, hurt you much, you prick, and walk with you guys?
Shout out to Liverpool, they're winning 2-0 now. But I don't know, like I mean,
yes, sir.
If this is a Flick signing, that I can kind of understand it, but I still do think, regardless, that they don't need him, because we're looking at what Pedri, Gundogan, Gavi, Fermin, who all can operate in the same positions, the same. You can get out of Olmo out of those four players, and that's not even mentioning some of the young guys that are coming out of the academy that are also attacking midfielders. So I even if Flick wanted him, like I'd argue you need somebody else. As for like the DM position, a lot of people are saying that's the position we actually need alongside a left winger. I don't even think we're gonna go up for a defensive midfielder, because it's easy to say you need a defensive midfielder, but if the market for defensive midfielders is weak, then there's no point of spending money in a market where it's weak. Like,
so Zubimendi is definitely staying at Sociedad.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pull those players out of where they're from. Like, the only real player that would fit Barcelona as a stature and what they actually need is Rodri. But let's be honest, he's not leaving City, so there's no point of actually going for a defensive midfielder. Like, what are you going to do?
Ricardo, what about Merino?
Merino is probably
going to I think Arsenal essentially. Yeah, Arsenal.
Yeah, I think he's going to go to Arsenal.
He's 30 mil.
Yeah, but like I said, Marino's not exactly the youngest guy anyways. And if you're going to spend a guy in the midst of his prime, like, I'm sorry, but Rodri is like day and lights better. But like I said, Rodri is more of a pipe dream than anything. So there's no point of wasting money on Mikel Merino, who's a good player, don't get me wrong. But it seems like Flick has a lot of confidence in the two young defensive midfielders in Casado and Bernal, who have shown a decent level. So I would imagine that he's actually going to roll with those two. And to be fair, Flick doesn't really use defensive midfielders anyways. If we were going to get a defensive midfielder, it would have been Amadou Onana, but he's already gone to Aston Villa. But so, honestly, the way I see it, if it's not Rodri, then a DM is not going to happen. Or if it's not Zubimendi, it's not going to happen. And none of those guys looks like they're leaving the club, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, Nico Williams, if he doesn't come, it's a bit of a shit show, because we wasted like pretty much more than half the summer chasing after a player that really didn't want to come. I think there should have been better options. But Olmo definitely, to me, it's just a big waste of money.
Ricardo, you take Partey if Arsenal let him go with Merino.
Who?
Partey, Thomas Partey.
Nah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay.
Oh wow.
He's not allowed in Spain.
Wait, what's it? Okay, so what do you make of Barca? Oh, do you agree with the Barca fans saying 660 mil for a tournament mentions? No, sorry.
I mean,
it's either
yeah.
nickel or bust.
I mean, first of all, what's the point of getting Olmo? What generally is the point? They already have Pedri there. They already
Fermin
have
Lopez.
Fermin Lopez there. Gundogan is good at the number 10 position. So why are you getting another number 10? It doesn't make sense. I'll be real.
Euro tax.
You know, I'd
You-
argue
you-
Barcelona should be all over Julian Alvarez, but they're idiots. So
Yeah.
So, thank you for reminding me. I want to touch on Alvarez afterwards. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but
man.
it doesn't make sense. I'll be honest, it doesn't make sense. Personally, I would have looked at them and said they probably need more often than not a DM. I think last season they were very open in the midfield, and that was the reason. That was the main reason they lost La Liga, in my opinion.
And also Lewandowski is a geriatric, so
that's true too. He's even more of a geriatric now. But
wait, what's happening with this whole hockey situation? Is he being forced out?
he's on.
I don't know. It's something to do with his agent, Chicken Curry, I think. But I shout out to him. Yeah, but continuing on Olmo, it doesn't make sense. I don't know what Deco's doing. Nico Williams, okay, if he doesn't come this summer, you have to just don't sign anyone. If you don't get your main targets, why are you going for a guy that's gonna be just as injury prone as your other players? It's gonna be even more expensive. You're adding all these stupid. Did you see the first offer that they gave that Leipzig rejected?
Why? What was the first offer?
The one where I think they would give him like a 40 million base payment paid in 4 installments starting from next year. So not this year. They wouldn't pay for Olmo this year. They would start it from next year. Plus 10 mil for two La Liga titles and 10 mil for 2 UCL titles.
So basically Laporta. Laporta
negotiations. No, that's money laundering.
It's Deco, man. It's Deco, man. This guy might be one of the most brick sporting directors I've ever seen. So I mean, I don't know why they're going for Olmo. Just don't get anyone. Just save your money. Try to utilize La Masia best as possible. And next season, try to raise some money and go hard for someone like a Rafael Leao or something like that.
So
go hard for a top tier left winger.
So let me if I get this straight, Barca not getting any significant players this summer. So if Real Madrid don't win La Liga, Carlo Ancelotti should be jailed and he should give back all his UCL medals.
Yeah, they should probably.
No. I'm just saying that if it's also if they're not getting Nico Williams, most of them are not getting Olmo, so they're going to be relying on Yamal and Inshallah. So if Real Madrid don't win the league next season, bro, Carlo has to be sent to jail. Has to be.
But what did you say your boy Mbappe though? Because he's there for the leagues.
Well, if Mbappe messes up, then we're having a very scary conversation.
No, he
because
still has a World Cup in 19, so it doesn't
okay, now I want to come to Elijah with this, but obviously I want to definitely hear from Kenny and Guled. I want to come to Elijah with this. So Elijah, talk to me here. So Elijah, I need your help here. How do you get rid of a Gallagher? How do you get rid of a Gallagher without using violence or any weaponry?
Well, it's a matter of finding out who's interested in him.
Oh no, Atletico Madrid said that there's a deal there. I literally have a deal, but they said he has until Monday to decide.
He doesn't want to leave. I'm just going to tell you that in chase right now, unless you know.
Okay. But here's the thing. Okay, so I'm so glad you said that. So he doesn't want to leave. What if there's a situation where we now sell Maris? Remember, he's not come onto to USA. He's not allowed onto the team. He's not allowed in the squad. He's forced to train with the reserves. Do you still stay?
That is a very good question. I think, I don't know if I think they just try to pull up how much they wanted to give him. Hold on.
It was 2 plus an option
A bid
Oh
of
no,
33 million pounds.
30, yeah.
So I
And
see.
he's
I see
rejected it all.
Yeah, I see 33 billion. I mean, not billion, million pounds. And then I've seen they've also tried to discuss with Villa for 45 mil. I mean, just get. I don't know. I don't know what you can do. I mean, you can't necessarily legally terminate his contract unless you have like proven reason. If the guy's not part of the plans, he's not part of the plans. If I'm Conor Gallagher, you got to put yourself first and don't be silly. So,
So say if you're Conor Gallagher, you push
just
for
take
the
the
move.
money. Take the money and go, man. Take the money and go. You should have known by now that they don't want you. You should have known. A normal player would know that. This is not just player, but like even in normal work, when you notice that a job or an employment or an employer doesn't think that you're fit for his company, look elsewhere.
No, but I think, do you know why this is a bit different? I know it is a good comparison, but English players rarely leave, which I think has actually harmed the English national team. But English players do not like to leave England, and they don't like to leave their comfort zone. I think for Conor Gallagher, a move to Spain would be a massive cultural shift. But I'm with you. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
Mhm.
If there's someone that wants you and there's a place that doesn't want you, it's as simple as ABC. So it's now down to you to like take the leap, go to different country, different culture, and improve and expand your football thing. But I just feel that he wants to fight down, stay within his comfort zone, and is hoping that maybe Chelsea fans will not be behind it. But it's tricky.
That's not happening. I don't think. I think that ship has sailed for him in terms of where Maresca wants to go. Me personally, I'm really interested in seeing where Simeone would play him.
Oh no, just like midfield and just a destroyer. Basically, he wants to bring back San Quentin to Atleti.
Oh Jesus! Wow. Okay, that's very interesting. But no, I think Paulo Gallagher is a C tier type, like a C minus type of player.
Yes,
He's not amazing. He's not like this
He's
world class
serviceable.
guy.
He's
Yeah,
serviceable.
like he does his job. You know, like the bare minimum you can expect somebody is for someone to do his job, and he does his job. Take the money and run. That's the best I could tell him.
Kenny, Gallagher.
But on Gallagher, the thing is that obviously they've been trying to sell him because I remember the season when Potter was here. Yeah, I remember they accepted a bid from I think Everton, and he refused. Then said they didn't want to stay. He stayed, and then they were trying to sell him probably in the summer.
But my hand slipped. Sorry, I'll just check. Keep going.
And
I think someone just had a heart attack in this.
Keep going.
Pochettino, they've been trying to sell him. Pochettino comes at the club, likes him, plays him quite a lot, and I think Gallagher was like, cool, now I can stay now. And then they offered him a contract. When Pochettino was there, he refused. Pochettino left. Now there's a new manager, and this new manager doesn't have you in the same plans. So now they said from June to now they offered him 2-3 different contracts. He refuses. But the thing is that I don't understand. You say you want to stay at the club. Obviously, the new manager now says you're a squad player. You want then if you really feel you want to stay at the club and prove yourself, sign the contract. Because as long as you're rejecting contract, but you're rejecting offers from Aston Villa as well. And what do you want? I don't understand what he's looking for.
No. But you know what I think? I feel that he sees Squawka, he sees Twitter, and he sees guys like Louis Beneventi, who says that he was statistically Chelsea's best or second best player. And he's like, no, I deserve more. And I deserve to be appreciated. Because we now have guys like Louis Beneventi saying that like Chelsea have completely mistreated the captain and a guy who was great. He now has that to like, oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, I am being mistreated and I am being lowballed. And that's where the delusion lies.
So, first of all, that man is not Chelsea captain. He's not even vice captain. He was just captain because the captain was injured. And like this meltdown about people, you don't treat the academy players. Like, I'm sorry, I'm talking about any other club in England, probably except maybe even in England. Arsenal, how many academy players they have? They just sold like Smith Rowe right now to like Fulham. The only proper academy players that plays for them is Saka. Man City, the only academy player that plays for them is Foden. Even United, who is it? Rashford. Who else? Could be Mino now.
It's
Like,
like it's stupid. This whole Cobham thing. No, stop it. Stop
I
it.
don't understand. I think that people don't understand. An academy is there to make these young. Is made to make these young guys become football players, professional players. Not at Chelsea, professional players in any other club.
Yes.
Just because you come from the academy doesn't mean that you have to like you have some divine right or something that yeah.
No, but I think people love that sentimental thing of like, oh my gosh, because people don't understand that Cobham ain't La Masia. Barca have that rare thing of where you can really have the La Masia, because La Masia is such a great academy that Barca have the luxury of seeing their talents play for the first team. Chelsea ain't that. Like, Chelsea have only produced 2 truly world-class players from the academy, Terry and Reece James. That's it.
Who?
Yeah. No, and the thing is that a lot of these guys have been given chance. I've seen Tammy Abraham given chances. I've seen Mason Mount given chances.
Cheek, the Scottish dude.
Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi. I'm like, these guys have been given chances. You're acting as if he was like a couple years ago, maybe. But for the past 5 years, a lot of them have gotten chances. And I'm like, Gallagher has had this chance. The new manager feels like you're a squad player at best. If he doesn't want to go, you have 1 year left. Obviously, they're gonna force you out. And like, you're not Mbappe. Like, if he doesn't want to sign the contract, my boy, you're gonna go and play for the reserves.
Yeah, that's what's like. It's very simple. If you don't sign the contracts, you're just going to be ousted and play for the reserves. Because, and trust me, nobody. I think the guy has already realized. Look what happened with Mans. You don't have enough skin in the game for people to start. No one is going to write for it to say, "Oh my gosh, it is absolutely horrible that Conor Gallagher is playing the reserves." No, because Lavia is now fit and is now taking your freaking place. This is okay. So what do we say? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me come to Guled. Wait about the whole Gallagher thing.
I want to speak to Chelsea fans first. Because I understand where they're coming from in terms of like, oh, why don't we give academy players chances? It's because they're seeing these clown leagues, shall I call them, that are saying basically, let's buy young players who are probably 17, 18, 19, and let's develop them, and not even looking twice at the academy players. And I understand this so-called English mentality where they see their academy players dominating everything in the youth. Because I think Chelsea academy team, I think they won, was it 3 out of the last 5, Premier League. So I get it. So they have to understand that the Premier League is a different league. This system has been going on since the beginning of the Abramovich days. It's not new. We've had youngsters from that time. Even Bertrand was one of our youngsters at a certain time. Luckily, he came and played in the Champions League and he shined, and they went to history. But how many players couldn't make it? Not every player is going to make it in Chelsea. We're already in the mud right now, and now we have people like Gallagher to do it. I'm sorry, this is a disgrace for us as a club. This is a disgrace because this will show that we are ready to be mediocre for the rest of our lives. We're already tired of being mediocre. Gallagher is not it. Yes, the guy's a destroyer. He can come in for the last 10 minutes. He can cause havoc and cause confusions and get, booked here and there. But he's not a player that will suit the identity of Chelsea. He's not a player that's going to be deemed a legend. He is only staying here because of his love. I get it. Probably he spoke to that, the legends like John Terry, Lampard, and so on. And they told him to keep fighting for your
It's
place.
like, get that sentimental crap out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's 2024. That probably could have worked in 2012. Not now, unfortunately. So for him, he has to go somewhere which is tailor-made for his way of playing. I know it might be a different country. You're a football player. People migrate, for fuck's sake, with nothing.
But English players don't like migrating. Now, I think maybe it's changing a bit more, but English players just don't like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but English players just don't like to leave their comfort zone because okay, Jude left, Kane left. How many English players leave England? How many?
Not a lot.
Greenwood was forced out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think in the last, I would say 25 years, it's probably 6 players more. If you add
Yeah.
Woodgate, McManaman, and all, and Beckham, of course. Yeah, probably 7 or 8 max. So yeah, no, you got a point, HH, and you're absolutely right. But the guy is a football player. You know, if you don't take your chance elsewhere and prove yourself elsewhere, how would you be regarded when you come back? Look at Jude. He was young when he left. He didn't think twice about leaving Birmingham. Look at him now, HH. Even if he had a shit
but
team,
because I think because my thing is Gallagher he just never even contemplated leaving England. Leaving Chelsea perhaps, but leaving England he never contemplated. So that's why for him it's like, I don't want to go. And which is why for him, like, he's now in an awkward situation because I think what's going to happen is that he's going to stay and you're just going to be frozen out of the team.
Spot player at best. Spot player at best. That's what the noise got.
All right. So hold on.
Can
Let
I just say?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's stopping Gallagher from just running down his contract? Because if he does, he gets to stay in England. He gets a bonus in his pay. He'll get an easy top. Maybe go to Aston Villa. Maybe he'll stay in London.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Okay, so if that happens for a whole season, no one is going to see him play.
I disagree. I think he'll still be a squad player.
No. But here's the thing, though. If he does that, you're screwing over Chelsea. So do you know what the Chelsea people are going to do? They're going to say Maresca, freeze him out of the team as punishment. Oh, so you are now going to decide that we're not going to get anything for you? We're not going to punish you. I'm going to punish you by saying you're now frozen out of the team. So you're going to screw us over, we'll screw you over. Which means that reserves thing and you will not play any on the first part team. So when it now comes down to the free, yes, we're now screwed. You're also screwed as well because who's now going to buy you when they're not seeing you for a year? And that's the thing. If I don't know that Chelsea would do this, but if I was Chelsea, I would do that. That we can, please, let's get something for you. Now, you want to play hardball and leave for free? Fine. We're perfectly in our rights to now say freeze you out of the team.
No, but even if he leaves for free, like, where is he going to go? Aston Villa made an offer for him. He rejected it. I'm like, where do you want? Like,
Everton made an offer for him.
But Kenny, here's the point though. If let's say he played, then guys are now have fresh memory of, okay, here's our uses. But if let's say he doesn't play at all this season and Chelsea freeze him out, people will not even remember, Conor Gallagher, like, what does he bring to our team again? So it makes it harder for you to actually find the team if for a whole year we hardly see you play.
No, but even if he plays, let's be real, where is he going to, like, the only, like, Man City are not going to go.
Look, let's be real. Mid-tier teams will take him.
No, but he clearly doesn't want to go to them mid-tier teams because they've been
Kenny.
Because he doesn't he doesn't see himself as a mid-tier plaer. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But still, Kenny, that's the beauty. Then sit down and play PlayStation. If you're free, then you don't have a club. Because if you go for a free, Chelsea, you're no longer part of Chelsea. If you don't want to go to a club, then fine, go sit down and now play PlayStation and hope that that money you've made in football is enough. So for Conor Gallagher, you're in a very bad situation. You're not in a strong position. Because if you don't take this Atletico move, which is a great move, it's a great move for you. You're playing under Simeone. Atletico, they finished top 4, didn't they? Did they? Yeah. So you're going to be playing in the UCL. It's a no-brainer. Like, a club says that we don't want you. A manager says that you don't suit my system. You're not part of my plans. A Simeone says, we want you. We want to have you in your team. And you're undecided? Come on, bro.
And
because you don't want to leave England? Come on, man. Come on.
And not only that, how many coaches in this new era, in this day and age, that actually need a player like him? It's probably 4 or 5. You can say Conte, maybe Emery, maybe Pochettino, and maybe Simeone.
And that's what you made a fantastic point.
Oh, what a goal! I think Real scored.
Yeah, it was offside. You see, no, but good. I see now the beauty about that is, Look at Simeone doesn't play this in modern football. He plays that ancient football, which is perfect for Conor Gallagher. Maresca is a Pep player. And if you're a Pep guy, Conor Gallagher does not fit into that damn system. So, like, let me go to kids to Kubinski, man. Shout to Wing, man. Liverpool fans have faith in slots. Hashtag Ashawo ball.
No, well, okay. No, that's crazy. A shower ball is crazy. But no, I mean,
That was crazy.
yeah, I think me personally, I think if they give him time and let him do what he needs
So
to
you're gonna win the league next season then?
I didn't say that, but I
Okay.
said just give him time.
QC8. All right, practice. Is this conference league? Is this conference league? All right, QCS. Thank you for that. I do not recognize the conference league. I don't. Hockey bought to rival Endrick, now headed to Saudi. Wait, is he really headed to Saudi?
Whoa, wait, hold on.
No, they denied that.
Oh wow. Shout out to the Don. Olmo to Barca doesn't make sense at all. There are already players with his profile. Deco is a bummer's piece of. Deco is trash. Barca should have pushed for Thuram, who went to Juve. Basically, Barca. Basically, I think someone mentioned Alvarez. That's the Barca player. How Barca are not pushing for Alvarez? That he is perfect.
Pep ain't letting that happen.
Perfect. Well, the guy says that he wants to leave. Alvarez says that I don't have enough game time, so
If Arsenal
I'm more surprised Tottenham aren't going for Alvarez. It makes sense to me.
wait, hold up. He's at Arsenal?
Yeah, I said if
Tottenham.
Arsenal get Alvarez, there's going to be very
Alvarez isn't going to Arsenal. Like, if Barca are serious, there's more likelihood that he goes to Barca than he goes to Arsenal. But
Yeah.
if Barca don't have any interest, but then Arsenal say we will guarantee you first team football, Alvarez, that makes me sense. If I'm Alvarez, I might make them to Arsenal.
Arsenal have the money, and they've been making their business very low key, very shrewd.
No, they're not going to sell to a direct rival like that.
True. That's it. No, yeah. Come on, bro. Pep is going to give Alvarez to Arsenal? Hell no. The guy's
But
only.
the thing is with Pep though, Pep is that type of guy where he can even sell you to a direct rival and still beat you.
Not Arsenal.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. This Arsenal is much better than when they sold Gabriel Jesus. Not only that, but Alvarez is, in my opinion, has more versatility than.
You have to remember, look at the kind of players that he gives away. Guys who he's wasted out on proving young guys. Alvarez is literally a prime talent. So he doesn't give away prime talent, especially to rivals. Young players, guys that are surplus to requirements, guys that are bricks, fine. But not where, no, this is a prime guy that which is why the Alvarez thing, because like, if Alvarez is on, because if I'm Alvarez, I'm like, if I don't have assurances that I'm starting, bro, I'm pushing for a move. And Alvarez, you're not a guaranteed starter. As long as Haaland is there, you are not an option A. And Alvarez is an option A player. That's the issue.
It's gonna be interesting because the only teams that are like concrete in for him thus far is Atleti and PSG, which I'd rather him much go to Atleti than PSG.
Wait, actually, speaking of PSG, so let's go around the room here and let's talk about my Nigerian amigo.
Saudi, man.
So Ricardo, PSG or Chelsea? Where should Osimhen go?
How old is Osimhen?
I think he's
25.
25? In the midst of his
In his
We're
prime.
about the same age. We're about
Yes,
the same
25. He's 26 this year.
26 for the season, 25 now. It's so
Ricardo, you have no levers to pull for Osimhen, so relax.
I do not want Osimhen.
Oh, really? Really?
I'll take Olmo. No, I'm gonna be honest. Probably PSG, if I'm being honest, because they have a better manager. They have a like. Say what we want about PSG, at least they spend their money competently. Like, they actually spend it in areas where they actually need. Whether or not the players plan out to work, it's a different combo. But I think if he goes to PSG, he'll actually be a lot better. I don't think he'll. I mean, I think he could work at Chelsea. I just don't think it's gonna go off firing as soon as he would anticipate.
But we do need a striker though. So imagine Osimhen at Chelsea. Do we cook?
I don't think Osimhen is the one's gonna make everything like tick. So no. No. So if I'm him or if I'm his agent, whoever, and I'm advising him, yeah, I think PSG is the better move. Chelsea could be the better move in the long run, but he's not necessarily the youngest. And by the time Chelsea get their shit together, he's probably gonna be closer to edging through the 30s. So I don't really know. I would say PSG for now.
Edison, West, and Osimhen. What do you think Osimhen should do?
I mean, one is playing the Champions League and one isn't. So
Oh,
I think.
God.
Well, I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Well,
So, I mean, it's interesting because Chelsea, man, strikers, man, they just don't really do well at Chelsea. Like, when was the last striker that did well at Chelsea?
Diego Costa.
Costa.
So, yeah. So then again, though, if he goes to PSG, there's gonna be a lot of expectation because he's gonna pretty much be the replacement for Mbappe. And
let's be real. If he goes to PSG, are they going to be expecting Mbappe level productivity from him? No. And I think PSG realized that Mbappe was such a huge loss. It will be much more of a collective. So I don't think there'll be that. There'll be pressure. I don't think there'll be that much pressure.
I think Osimhen can score like 25, like 20, 25 Gs comfortably. I think if he has a good season, yeah.
Wait, you mean in I'm loving it?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen to Muani and Ramos?
Who cares?
Yeah, because like Osimhen, like
I mean, they paid a lot, man, for that.
So Edison was saying?
Yeah, like I'm assuming that if they're going to go for Osimhen, they're going to expect he's going to probably be their main goal scorer, I would say, for the team. So, because other guys are not as clinical, so yeah, it's a tough one, and we know for sure he's not going to stay in Napoli. I'm pretty sure he's not going to stay in Napoli. So,
maple syrup thoughts on Osimhen, PSG or thingy or Chelsea? Maple syrup or golden pie, dude from.
Oh, sorry,
Ottawa.
I apologize.
Yeah. All right.
If we're talking trophies and like meaning something, weirdly enough, PSG. But I do think
PSG when win the UCL.
No, but I don't think you're gonna win a UCL in his prime or next 4 years. So, but if we're talking like if Chelsea get their shit together, as the other guy said, I think he'll score a lot of goals. I think in attack wise, this season you would have Nkunku, Palmer, and then Osimhen as your front four. I'd remove Mudryk or something. Those guys are ass. Get them out of there. I'd rather put Nkunku as a left wing than have Mudryk or Sterling. If that was your four attack and you ironed out your defense just a little bit, that they don't make like horrible mistakes or get another defender in, you could generally make top four with that.
So, but if you're advising Osimhen, would you advise him to make the Chelsea move?
Only if you set certain conditions of what they buy. No, I'd tell him to go to PSG then. Otherwise,
Kenny, we're saying about Osimhen.
Talking back to me, probably.
Or Guled, Osimhen. Does he solve everything for us, or do we need more? You put Osimhen into that team?
Yeah, in terms of style of play, I don't think he's going to have any issue because I remember when Spalletti was there, I mean, the way he was playing football is not far off than what Maresca used to do. So I think if he comes to Chelsea, actually, that's going to galvanize the team. Because if they have like a proven striker that can sometimes get the game
mentally, it changes everyone. It's like look, Nico Jackson, he's good, he's talented, but there'll be a lot more confidence with Palmer and Nkunku, even though you're not supplying a guy who has led a team to a league title via his goals, which Nico Jackson hasn't.
And by the way, Nicky J actually liked the post where they put Osimhen to Chelsea. So I think he also wants somebody to look up. Instead of Astrid. But I think if he comes to Chelsea, he's going to do very well because he needs some sort of a team that believes in him, that makes him that number one guy, like a guy that could be a leader. Like, okay, even though Tosin, even though Kenny said he looks like the Badi Shile of Nigeria, but at least when he came, he did show some sort of leadership. You know, we saw it even in the penalty when he took it from Madwek and gave it to Nkunku in the last game. So those kind of little things could make a difference, especially when you have a striker that 4 out of, let's say, out of 5 chances he would score 3. That would give more belief to the team. and galvanize the team more. But if it comes to PSG, it might be rotation. If Osimhen has 2 bad games, there's Muani that costed as much. There's Ramos that costed as much. So there's not going to be, I think the reason why he's leaving Napoli is because he doesn't have that respect. Even though, yes, he got it from the fans. But in terms of any new coach that comes in, he's not going to be like a player that's going to start with every coach that's there. So I think he needs that. He wants to be looked up at. So I think if he comes to Chelsea, that's going to be the perfect recipe.
All right. And Barry, Osimhen, where should he go?
I think I'd say the most stable situation, short-term wise, since obviously he's not a youngster or 20-year-old, is probably PSG. But I think the move that he wants and probably what's going to happen is Chelsea, because he's been flirting with Chelsea ever since his big breakout
And
season.
he's Nigerian, and Nigerians love London.
Yeah, like Obi Mikel and all.
Yes.
He was talking with us. So I think that's what's going to happen. But I think if I was his advisor or anything like that, maybe PSG, just because they're in a more stable situation currently compared to Chelsea. But I think it's going to go to Chelsea this summer.
All right, let me quickly hit some dubs and go out to last thing here. Shouts to the Don. Osimhen, in my opinion, would cook in the Premier League with his profile, yes. And how he fits the league. I read reports that Arsenal might push for him, and that looks... If Arsenal gets Osimhen, like actually, I think Alvarez would be a better fit for Arsenal than Osimhen would. But if Arsenal gets Osimhen, that would be huge. Arsenal are a proven goal scorer away from then they can now realistically win it. Like if Arsenal don't get a goal scorer, I don't want to hear anything about City not winning the title. If Arsenal gets an Osimhen, oh bro, that drastically changes the
Third time's the
title
charm,
race.
man. Arsenal might actually get it done this season.
Yeah, no, they might. If your boy Vic gets there, can't like Osimhen, Nkunku, and Palmer, bro. Imagine, forget Kivicha. Imagine Cole P supplying for Osimhen. Come on, bro.
Respect.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
That's Premier League. Come on, it's ours. Pep would be losing sleep.
That front line is black excellence, man. I'm telling you that right now.
Wow.
All right.
No comment.
So guys, can we talk about cringe?
The Ballon d'Or.
Okay, guys, why is Rodri in the running?
Because he's
Because he's what?
Wait, hold on. Is he gonna win? Is he
No, Barry. What they're trying to do is actually really sickening. Do you know that? You know that they did this without anyone noticing. They thought we don't notice. He got given player of the tournament at the Euros.
Yeah.
No, that I remember, but like the consensus right now, is this still Vini or they're trying to get to Rodri?
No, there is a push for Rodri. And if you look at ESPN FC, if you look at there are people are trying to say, and I'm like, see, and this is what I say, the issue is this. Everyone flopped at this summer. Everyone flopped.
Well, who's everyone?
Now you may disagree with me, but the guy he's a cheat code. So you can put Messi in there, Mbappe in there, Jude Bellingham in there, Vini in there.
This guy said Messi like he was ever in the conversation.
No. Look, he's always in the convo. It is what it is. So all the guys that were potentially in the bro
can't get a BBL.
Whereas guys they were pushing for Messi's Trump treble. So
it hasn't been won yet. It hasn't been won yet, man.
I mean, Lautaro didn't flop.
No. But I'm talking about front runners. So basically, like at the end of the UCL final, people thought, okay, the guys who could win, Mbappe, Bellingham, Vini, and I'm going to throw in Messi in there, and they all underperformed. So if they all underperform, because here's the thing, after the UCL final, who was mentioning Rodri after the UCL final? Who? And also, I don't want to hear this crap about, City have never lost a game with him and he's unbeaten.
I can question. I can answer.
Okay, good. Go. Oh no, good. So good. You support a Rodri Ballon d'Or push. Talk to me.
No. I don't support it, but I understand it because if you look at it, I'll tell you why. In terms of football now, in the position that he plays, he's the only player that's world class. I remember back in the day when we had DM.
Wait, hold on. So, how many people have that particular role that Rodri has in football right now? And no, good. Stay right there. So let's stay right there. It's just that they're not Man City. Is Rodri really better than Zubimendi? Is he?
Yeah.
Is he really better than Zubimendi?
Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, no, we are doing this. We are doing this.
First of all, you've never watched a game of Martin Zubimendi in your life.
Ricardo, first of all, yes, I have because I'm the ghost analyst. And second of all, that guy came up in the
You
Euro
watched that
final and
PSG
looks
game?
better than Rodri in those first 5 minutes. But go ahead,
So you watch 45 minutes of his
shut
whole
up.
career.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, HH.
It's a
I get
fraud,
where you're
right?
coming from in terms of ability, right? But the difference between Zubimendi and Rodri is Rodri has been proven in the Champions League, in the international stage, in the Euros. Everywhere he went, he was a standout player in his position. And if you look at how we used to respect DMs, I'm talking about like 4 to 5 years ago. Since Rodri's ascension, or since people started talking about him, no player came close to him internationally and in the league, in terms of every league that you can look at.
So
This is what-
at their best, Rodri is a better DM than Kante. At their best.
That's
DM,
debatable.
defensive midfielder. No, it's not debatable. It's not
That's
debatable.
debatable, AJ.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Defensive midfielder at their best. Of course, Kante is better
No,
because
no.
you see,
No, you can't make that. You can't say because they're not
Yes,
even
yes,
the
I
same
can.
type of
I just
defensive
did.
midfielder.
Basically, we had this convo on the members' hangar because the issue for Rodri is what actually is his role and position really? Is he really a DM? Is he a central midfielder? Is he a box-to-box? What actually is his role?
He kind of unicorn. Can do a bit of everything.
HH, he can do everything.
Yeah, he's done everything.
He's a
He's a
6 and an
destroyer.
8.
No, he's a destroyer in terms of he knows exactly when to be in the right place to stop an attack. He starts the attacks. He's basically like, he reminds me of Busquets, to be completely honest with you. He controls the tempo of the game. Yeah.
Okay. Was Rodri Spain's best player at the Euros?
In terms of what?
Wow. Go let I ask you a very simple question.
No, he was one of. He was one of. I don't think he was undisputed the best.
But he was one of.
For me, I can't say that. So when there are 4 players better than you, I can't even say you were one of. I can't. If I can name 4 guys better than you,
that applies to every other person that's in that discussion. Then, if there's 4 other players, it's all a contention. Like, I'm not here to say that. I'm not even arguing based on reputation either. Because if we're going based on reputation, then Lamine Yamal is clearly the best one because he's doing it as a 16/17-year-old, which if you put in context, that's insane. But we're not saying that. We're saying that Olmo, based on the term he had, replacing Pedro every time he's come on, he's been great. Fabian Ruiz, not the glamorous name, but he's been just as good as anybody else on that team. Nico Williams was fantastic. All those guys were just as good as each other.
No. But my thing though is, if Rodri was to win the Ballon d'Or, I'm sorry, and I mean this respectfully. If Rodri wins the Ballon d'Or, he'd go down as probably the worst Ballon d'Or I can remember. As in probably next to Owen. Basically, he'd be the second worst Ballon d'Or winner after Owen.
You know what's weird?
What?
There wasn't this push for Rodri last season when he won the treble, and now all of a sudden this season.
Oh no! But see, it's no. I see, and that was a point that I made it on my video. The Rodri deserved to win it there, but you know what it is? World Cup tax. It is what it is. World Cup tax. Like we saw it with Cannavaro. Cannavaro was garbage in that 05-06 season, but he had a great World Cup. He wins the Ballon d'Or. So that's. But if Rodri, if there was not a World Cup that year, 1,000% Rodri deserved to win it. Not this year. Heck no.
Well, I think if the World Cup wasn't there, Haaland probably would have won. So.
HH, you know what I think? I think since Rodri came on the scene in terms of Man City always won the league.
Okay, good. Are you telling me that Rodri deserves the Ballon d'Or over Vini for this past season?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm only saying the reason why they actually voted him is because HH, if you look at when Liverpool won the league, I think Fernandinho was still playing as a DM, and that's when he moved as a centre back for a while because he was struggling in that position. And that's when Rodri came to Man City. And since Rodri came to Man City never lost the league. They've won since he came. And on top of that, as you said, the tax was the World Cup. Yes, he missed the World Cup when he won the treble, but what pushed it now is the Euros. I think that's the reason.
And I think if it's the Euros is what pushed him, I'm saying there were 4 players better than him in his own team. And in the final, the key game, he came off at halftime and his replacements did a better job than him. So his Euros argument is very weak if you look at it in context, because you were not the best player on your team and there were 4 players better than you. And even in your area of the pitch, Fabian Ruiz was Spain's best midfielder. So even in your midfield role, because you can say, okay, attackers are easier, fine. Let's keep it for midfielders. Fabian Ruiz was Spain's best midfielder. So you're not even the best midfielder for Spain at the Euros. So I think the argument is weak, because that's why I said the issue is Vini has the best case. If Bellingham had a great Euros, even if England lost in the final, if Bellingham had a great Euros, easily Bellingham wins. Like, if Bellingham had really good performances after that overhead kick, he wins it, 100%. He wins it. He wins
Also,
it.
I think what supports his case as well is, like you said, okay, fair enough. He never lost a game while he was playing for Man City. The thing that also helps is that when he played internationally, Spain never lost a lot of games. And that's also going to push his case. So they're looking at little nuances. I know it's not fair, but they're looking at all these things and they're saying why this player wasn't pushed the way it was supposed to be pushed, like in the treble. So I think this is them working back and trying to fix their mistake.
For me, but it's a very weak. I just think that it's a very weak argument. It's a very weak argument, and I think there's like, put it this way, the only people really pushing for Rodri are City fans.
And
those are the only guys really pushing for Rodri.
When was the last time DM won the Ballon?
The German.
Can't remember.
Did Lothar Matthäus win it?
Yeah, 90.
Goodness gracious.
So Ricardo, talk to me. What's your Ballon d'Or?
I rest my case,
Look, I've always been in the Vini camp. I don't think I've ever switched up. Well, okay, I did switch up at one point because he stunk for Brazil, but
yeah,
that was before Bellingham decided not to show up in the final. Look, it's between one of them two. The whole Rodri thing to me just seems like people who are anti-Madrid. Like, I get Barcelona's like
yeah, they're pretty much those people.
Like, I get it's Barcelona, because if it last year.
So have you secretly led this agenda then, like under like a different name or something?
No, I always wanted Vini to win it, but it's the same thing as what they called last year when Messi won the World Cup. Everybody knew he was gonna win.
Yeah,
you saw Madrid fans twerking for Haaland. So I mean, it's just it's just the opposite. No, I mean, I get the Rodri thing. If he gets on the podium, maybe I was like, I don't know, third or something, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't say he didn't deserve it. I mean, I can see why he's up there in the conversation.
I mean, people consider Carvajal might even have a better case.
Like anybody, like, I guess, look,
he scored in the UCL final as a right back.
That's
Lucas
fine. That's
Vazquez
fair.
shows the
But
little
are we doing the Jorginho tax? From that, it's called Jorginho tax.
No. Isn't Rodrigo Jorginho tax?
No, not really, because to be fair,
No, I think he's
Rodri is, to be fair, like, if we're moving our biases aside, the reason why people are arguing for Rodri is based on his performances. And nobody can deny he's consistently very, very good. So you can understand why he's there. Whether he wins it, to me, you would have to make a
but Ricardo, I think you just said the key word. He's been consistently very, very good. Has he been outstanding? Has he been exceptional?
Okay. We're talking about semantics. I think he has been outstanding. I don't think, like, he's had the Vini-esque performance of the season. Like, he's consistently been very good. Because if we're gonna start reducing that, well, Bellingham hasn't been good for the second half of the season.
Oh yeah, no, true, yeah.
And Vinicius was injured the first half of the season. So if anything, Rodri has been the most consistent player of the entire season. So I can see why he's actually there. But obviously, when it comes to the Ballon d'Or, the trophies matter, mainly the Champions League, and the big moments are they're gonna overshadow how you actually perform over the course of the season. So I can understand Rodri being there. I don't agree that he should win. In my opinion, it is Vinicius.
So you don't think the Brazil thing harms and takes away from Vini?
It only doesn't have an effect because of the rest of the contestants. I think, like, to be fair, maybe in another year that what Vinicius did for Brazil does actually cost him the Ballon d'Or, because even if we're just like cherry picking at this point, I say Jude's performance over the Euros was better than Vinicius in the Copa America.
Yes.
And so does that clinch it enough for him? I don't know.
I think because Bellingham actually played well in the final.
Yeah. No,
Like
he did
that,
assist
like
the goal,
like I
so.
think performance wise, that might have actually been probably his best game. Was in sense of just a performance over 90 minutes. His best game was probably in the final.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
that's
the
what
issue
happens when
though
you
was
don't
just
win.
that England were so bad. And I think he suffered based on just how bad and how negative England were. And England were just a team that people were so negative about. I just think that really harms his
Yeah,
case. So
that's the unfortunate part about how we view football, right? It's like, for example, Man City. I don't think everybody on the team of Man City really was on the same par as the year they won.
yeah.
I just thought Rodri was just consistently the most outstanding player for that team. Whereas Real Madrid, apart from Bellingham and Vinicius, Toni Kroos had a monstrous season. Carvajal did have a good season. There's a lot of players that had good seasons. So, I mean, obviously, when your teammates are playing better, everybody just by the way of the game is going to be better. So, I don't necessarily think that should be deduced from certain players. But I mean, it is what it is. I do think Vini should win, but Rodri being there in the top three, I'll place him third. I think Mbappe, in my opinion, has lost his position.
Oh,
Right?
forget that.
How
Okay,
the
okay. So
season ended,
so you'd go Vini, Bellingham, Rodri.
and Rodri, yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if Mbappe does get on that podium, though.
Wait. How?
Bro,
No.
it's
Let's
Mbappe,
bro.
bro.
No, and also, I'm the Messi's daddy
This award
guy.
is French. This award is
Look,
French.
no, but even if it's French, Messi's daddy can't get on the podium
No,
ahead
but
of Lautaro.
you
Can I
need
tell you about it?
you need that star player there. Like even if he doesn't win, just having Mbappe's name there, knowing that Vinicius or Bellingham won, actually raises the stocks of those players, knowing, oh, these are the guys that are competing with Mbappe. So it does help, and he might get there by just star power, if anything.
What's it called? Let me come to your boy. I'm not okay. I'm just going to call it Canada, like Ottawa. Go for it, Canada. Go for it.
I just want to start by saying, did you guys see that hour-long comp of Rodri fails? Someone made on
Yes.
Twitter.
Yes,
Wait, no,
Alright.
wait. How does someone take their time of their day to
because
make the
people have a
compilation?
lot of time in the day, which I don't, but I commend it.
I was gonna say it's Vinny all day long. Like this year, I don't think Rodri's been as good as he was last season when he won the treble.
Yes, no.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. It's just Vinny. No
So,
question. Should be no question.
I mean, okay. So I mean, but can you see people's arguments against Vini because of the whole Brazil thing, or do you think, as Ricardo and I said, like the front runners just didn't perform well, or does Bellingham have a case?
Yeah, but when you perform at his best, it didn't matter to me. Like his Champions League final performance to me matters more than as international football, unless it's the World Cup. If it's Copa America, then realistically, I don't really care that much.
See, and that's the key thing there. Like, because that's why I say World Cup tax. Now, of course, international tournaments are there, but I feel that the World Cup weighs a lot heavier than any other international tournament.
For sure.
So I feel like even if you do well in a Copa America or do well in the Euros, it's not the same as doing well at the World Cup because that is the real showpiece event. So I feel even if you did well in the Euros, I still feel based on what Vini did at the UCL, scoring in both legs against Bayern Munich, scoring twice in Munich, scoring in the UCL final as well as La Liga season, I think that just outweighs everything that Rodri does at the Euros. Like if Rodri was doing this, let's say Spain won the World Cup, then it gets tricky. Then I'm like, okay, Rodri, okay. But then it will get a lot tricky if we talk about it. Because it's the Euros, it doesn't occur the same way as the World Cup. Barry, talk to me, then I'll come to you 87. Barry.
Yeah, man. I've always said after the UCL final, I was always Vinny because I'd say even though no one had an intergalactical campaign of the international tournaments, I think what he did in the UCL it really counts. What he did against City, Bayern, and obviously the final against
No, because Barry, simple. If I ask now, who is the best player in the world right now? Everyone say it's Vini.
Yeah, but would you say that we don't have an undisputed one? Because some say Vini, some say Mbappe.
Okay. Barry, I told you, I'm about Mbappe guy. After what I saw are those, and let's be real, Vini was bad. At least Vini scored twice. at least Vini managed to score twice.
Paraguay.
Wait, are we now insulting Paraguay?
If they lost, they would have gone home.
Shout out to Jose Luis Chelovets, man. But my thing though is that Mbappe, all he did was score a penalty, gets his nose broken, and put a pass to Mawane. That was it.
Yeah,
so
but
my thing though is that like I think like let's be real. If someone asks you Vini is the best player in the world right now, he is. He's the best player in the world right now, and I just think the issue is that internationally no one really popped off. So basically, we don't have anybody that really is doing the toe flex. Now here's the thing, and I mentioned this before. If not for that Uruguayan break, we would have a very interesting discussion about this dude. If not for that Uruguayan guy, would have it because I think he might be the closest thing to doing a two flex. Because if Arau didn't do what he did, who knows what Barca do? Who knows what Yamal does? And we also what Yamal did in the so I think the closest thing to a guy who can do a two flex, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but just one thing. No, it's actually kind of cool that we don't have currently like a clear winner of the Ballon d'Or. So would you say that maybe if someone goes crazy during the start of the season, maybe it will like change the
Wait, hold on.
perception
No,
of
I
it?
think they changed it. I think it's now the football season. So I think all this stuff doesn't count. So it's now which I think is better. So it's seasonal rather than yearly.
Yeah, if that's that, then I think Vini should get it. But we'll see what happens.
87, talk to me, man.
Yeah, I pretty much are on the same boat as you. I think Vinicius should win it. He was instrumental to Real Madrid winning the Champions League, and he was pretty much the main component. He was pretty much the best player. He got the goals and assists, and he just did everything. And like this was like his first season as like as the main guy, you know, because prior to then it was pretty much Benzema's team, and so like I think what Vinicius did was commendable. Yeah, I mean it's gonna, in my opinion, it's really gonna be really between Vini and Jude. I think those are I think those two are probably the top two. I just think Vini did more in the Champions League than Jude, so I think Vini should win it. But I wouldn't surprise me if Jude wins.
You see, he said it wouldn't surprise you if Jude. So you think Jude has a chance of winning?
Yeah, I think he can win.
How?
Please no, God forbid, man.
Wait, what's PR and like Kim Kardashian tax?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the word.
No,
I mean, I think he has better PR than Vinicius. I think he has better PR than Vinicius. I would say.
Oh no, you see, that's like I mean,
even his own country doesn't rate him. So
you see, and that's the key thing. England really, because basically, so after the Euros, this whole idea about how Bellingham was so arrogant. He didn't speak to the media.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, no. I'm talking about England as well. I think, like, in England, if bits of the media were like, Bellingham, I don't think he's that good. No, not that good, but that he would basically falling out of favor with guys within the whole team. So I don't even know how much England are behind him. But look, see, I think for the Bellingham thing, you know what? I'll be with you. There's an outside chance because Bellingham's PR is way more than Vini for sure.
Yeah, it's for sure. And I think if Vinicius will win, I think he has the best chance to win it.
And also, I don't want to aggress what guys say. Guys, Messi and Ronaldo, what they did was freakish. Okay, so people now comparing what these guys are doing to Messi and Ronaldo is crazy because those guys just showed a level of consistency that we'll never ever see ever again. You know, and also remember. It took well before. Now, maybe this is my shocking take. I don't think Vini is ever going to figure out Brazil. Because I think once Neymar becomes a full-time Twitch streamer, I think Brazil are cooked for like the next 10 years. Because Endrick ain't it.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
No, I'm telling you right now. Esteval, who knows? But my thing is that Brazil, I think, are going to be cooked for this next decade.
How do you know Endrick is not it?
He's not.
How do you come to that?
Sixth sense. Is it sixth sense?
Man, cook for a decade.
It plays like
really
speed.
bad.
No. Okay, no. Once Neymar leaves, unless Esteval is amazing or they just have an influx of something.
Esteval will be amazing. He'll be in Barcelona in 2030.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying we can see a decade of Brazil not winning the Copa America?
No, bro.
No. I think they can squeeze a Copa in there. I think they're not sniffing a World Cup semi or final for the next 10 years.
Yeah, World Cup for sure.
How do you guys know that though? Like, okay.
Ricardo, I'm telling you right. Ricardo, have you seen that Brazil team? Have you seen that?
No, but it's like you're acting like nothing can happen in a 10 years period. Like Endrick hasn't even played in the official game for Real Madrid yet. You're already calling.
Do you believe Vini? Like, look, let's be real. Vini is the best player in the world right now. That's just a fact. But he hasn't figured out Brazil. Now, maybe he will. I hope he does figure out Brazil because I think If he never figures out Brazil, especially as a Brazilian, that's going to count seriously
Yes.
against you. And I think Vini is weird because he's currently the best player right now, but he is not in the same category or existence as like a Romario, R9, Neymar, Dino, or any of these dudes, or probably even a freaking Zico. So he's like, but my thing though is that for his legacy, he has to figure out Brazil. I think like he's lucky this year because a lot of individuals basically there's no player right now can do the closest player to a 2-flex is Yamal.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay, look. This is the one problem I have when Vini is being compared to, obviously the legends of his nation. Football not even just football, really, it's every sport. You're facing against your contemporaries, right? So obviously, if you were to put Neymar at 23, whatever Vinicius, I think he's 24. However old Vinicius is, if you were to put that same age Neymar in this world football, yeah, he'd be like, clear as day the way he leads Brazil. But it's also, you have to factor in who they're facing too, right? So Vinicius doesn't need to be an R9. He doesn't need to be a Romario. He doesn't need to be a Rivaldo and all these great Brazilian players. He just needs to be the best player in his generation at the international level.
But he's Brazilian though, so we view him
that's
differently.
fine. That's fine. But he doesn't need to be those players in order to lead Brazil to anything. He just needs to be sufficiently good at his level or replicate what he does at Real Madrid for Brazil. Like, I'm at the same boat that Vinicius will never reach the level of Neymar for not only Brazil but as a player. But ultimately that doesn't matter because
But he could achieve more.
Hold on, let me finish. But ultimately that doesn't really matter how good Vinicius plays, because as good as Neymar has played, he hasn't won anything with Brazil. So how much does that really matter? So for me, Vinicius, I think he eventually will figure it out. I don't think he'll ever reach the level of Neymar, but he can definitely, he definitely has more elite talent to to figure out. So that can support him. Esteval, who I believe is phenomenal. I think Endrick is actually incredibly, I think he's more talented than Vinicius, but we'll see how that unfolds. Rodrigo is not bad. So, they could do something. But we're talking about 10 years. A lot can happen in 2 years. Like 2 years ago, Lamine Yamal didn't exist. So anything can happen in 10 years.
Technically he did, but obviously,
no, but like, you dumbass, you know what I mean?
Don't you dare, prick. No. But look, it could happen. But all I'm saying though is, look, he's deserved Ballon d'Or. Like, it should be basically. Let's suppose it will be very cringe if they give it to Rodri. That'll just be very cringe. That'll be because they'll be like, guys, what are we doing here? Because I think the fact of the matter is that, look, it is what it is. In the summer games, it is what it is. Vini deserves it. Right now, Vini is the best player in the world. Like, I don't think there's any doubt. So if Vini was to win the Ballon d'Or, I don't think anybody would be like, oh my God. If Vini was to win the Ballon d'Or, a guy say, man, this guy doesn't deserve it. How would it? No one will say anything. People are like, yeah, he deserves it.
I'm not gonna lie, Vitor Roque might be cooked, man. This guy, Paulo Victor, has scored again. So,
oh my God. Okay. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. One love. Peace out.